Larry Fitzgerald. What a loser.
Dude, chill. That's my boy.
Larry? Larry's a goat.
Fitz.
He's the GOAT.
Ooh.
The greatest
Well-
hands in NFL history.
A little overrated.
And we are live. Welcome to Counterculture Sports. I'm your host, K9, with my co-host, Sipo, Brother Red, and Rhino.
Yes, get it.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Yow.
What's up?
Yeah. We're all matching in our black. Are we going to a funeral?
Whose funeral is it?
Scribbles.
Bro.
Oh,
What happened to the Dodgers, Sipo?
Don't worry. We're going to get it right. We still got 2 months to go.
Mark comments, K9, my A's took 2 of 3 from the red hot Red Sox. The A's are back. The Mets are back. Mets are hot. Cubs are hot. Dodgers are not.
I was about to say Dodgers or not.
So,
Is everybody happy?
I had a great week because of that.
I was about to say, I think everybody was pretty happy about that.
yeah, everybody except the bandwagon thing.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah,
Gator
Gator bait.
Yeah.
Nick the Gun Guy, LFG Rays. Let's go Rays, baby. Junior Caminero.
The White Sox.
We like the Rays.
Yeah, White Sox, they were cold for a while. They're finally back in the win column.
I like walk-off homers, bottom of the ninth.
They're in first place.
Red, what kind of home runs do you like?
Walk-off homers, bottom of the ninth. 2-run shots.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did like that shit, motherfucker.
Football's back, guys. Football's back.
All back, baby.
We've been praying
Boy.
for it. It's
Carson
here.
Beck.
Back. Let's get into the Hall of Fame game first before we get into the Hall of Fame inductees. The Hall of Fame game. Sipo, let's start with you. I mean, obviously, this is a lot of third string guys. It's a Hall of Fame game. They play it in Canton, Ohio once a year. First preseason game. Sipo, did you see anything you liked? Are you happy football's back? Anybody impress you?
Yeah, your boy Carson Beck actually looked pretty. I mean, we know it's preseason, but I thought he was letting it fly all over the field, man. He was making pretty good deep ball passes.
Nick the Gun Guy comments, Carson Beck, MVP 2026.
Oh no, that's a little too early.
Nick the Gun Guy also
Ooh.
comments, when the career's over, Beck over Brady. LOL.
Damn.
Sipo's a big Brady guy.
Nah, I know. I was just hyping up Carson Beck, but damn.
Brother Red, football's back. We finally got some action. Was it enough action to get you excited? Turn you on a little bit?
Of course. Just the thought of football being back. The Hall of Fame game comes, and you're like, wow, I didn't even know football was on. And it turns into, you just go to work a couple more weeks, don't even really think about it, do your fantasy draft, and then it's just right around the corner. It's just the beautiful smell of fucking tobacco, pumpkins, and just football.
Rhino, football's back. We had our Hall of Fame game. You and I are obviously huge Miami Hurricane fans. What did you think of Beck and what did you think of the game?
I'm happy for my boy. You know what I mean? Like, he was taking a lot of scrutiny, a lot of punishment, a lot of, turmoil about the national championship game. And he went out there and shined. You know, he looked very composed and very poised in the pocket. It looked like it wasn't his first time being in an NFL game, and he showed his maturity as a quarterback in all those years in college, you know, paying off. You know, he's actually experienced. He's been around a lot of offenses, and he shows that he's a gamer and he's a leader.
Now, Rhino, do you think that there's a chance that Beck could start for Arizona this year? Right now, he's third in the depth chart behind the number 2 Gardner Minshew. The number 1 right now is Jacoby Brissett. Seems like Jacoby Brissett's going to be QB1 for most of the year. But do you think there's a chance that Beck's going to be able to get in there and start an actual NFL game?
My question for them is, what do they got to lose? You know what I mean? And if their season's going the way that everybody's expecting the Arizona season to go, why not? Why not give them some starts? Why not see if you're going to invest in this guy for the future or potentially have him lead your team?
Let's say I gave you an over-under of week 8.5. Let's just say over or under Carson Beck gets a start before week over. Okay.
Yeah.
Brother Red, how do you feel about the quarterback battle in Arizona? You think Beck's going to deserve a chance, or should they just ride out Jacoby Brissett this year, or is it just too early to tell?
I believe Jacoby's going to start for sure. Then, regardless if Jacoby's playing good or not, if towards the end of the year it don't matter and they're still tanking for a draft pick or whatever. I mean, I just believe Carson's at least going to start sometime this year because they're shitty. They got a top pick next year. Like, they didn't know if eventually in the quarterback market or let's say week 10 they put in Carson Beck, then they ride out the rest of the season. They see he's got a bunch of talent, potential. He performs well. And then they'll know, maybe we can just got to steal a Carson Beck and we'll draft a different position.
Yeah, I think you're going to definitely look at what you invested in to see if it is an investment worth keeping or move on from that investment. So I think the Cardinals are definitely in that position to where they're going to test the waters with Carson Beck for sure. I mean, you got 2 veteran guys that have been around the league that are veteran, you know, journeymen. You don't have a franchise quarterback there, so you're gonna give him an opportunity to see what he's got to do for sure.
I mean, they did draft Beck in the 3rd round too. It's not like he was a super late pick either. So they did use a decent draft pick on him. Sipa, how do you feel about Beck? Do you think he's gonna get a chance to start this year, or Jacoby Brissett gonna actually surprise everybody this year?
No, I believe if Carson Beck outplays him this preseason, he should be the week 1 starter. If he continues to do what he was doing this last preseason game, he looked pretty good.
Sipa, what do you think about Haynes King, quarterback from Georgia Tech? Came in there, performed pretty well for Carolina. He's obviously behind Bryce Young and Kenny Pickett.
He played well, but he ain't gonna be competing for no starting job.
Well, what if Carolina has a bad year? Bryce Young's on the last year of his rookie deal.
No, I don't see it.
Brother Red, what do you think about Haynes King?
I feel like if he can pass for more than 200 yards per game and rush for 50, he should start over bomb-ass Bryce Young.
But Brother Red, you did pick Carolina to win their division this year.
Yeah, because their division's soft. I'm sorry. Weak division. They got a pretty good defense. And Bryce Young, even though he can't really do anything, here lately, he hasn't been turning the ball over. And that's all you need. Just run, get some tough first downs with Ted, control the ball, control the clock, and don't choke against the other terrible teams in your division.
Rhino, how do you feel about Haynes King? You think he might get a chance to start this year? Or?
You know what? I think it says a lot about a young quarterback to come in late in the game, bring your team down in a game-winning drive and actually seal it with a win. I think Haynes King has earned himself at least a package for him in the season that we could see. like a wildcat package because he is a runner, but he can throw the ball. I think you definitely see like a little bit of a Haynes King package in the regular season with him. I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
I'm not gonna lie, Haynes King, watching him in college, obviously being an ACC guy, I watched a lot of him at Georgia Tech. I thought the guy had a lot of the tools to compete for an NFL starting job. Honestly, I thought he was one of the sleeper quarterbacks in this year's draft. I think he performed pretty well. I think he has a chance to be the backup for Bryce Young this year and get that number 2 spot over Kenny Pickett. I
Yeah.
liked what I've seen from him. He looked pretty good. But once
The
again, they're
Panthers-
playing third string defenses too. They're not going up against the ones here.
No, it's a big tryout. That's why everybody that said the game was going to go under, I told them they're smoking dope, bro. I mean, they're crazy. It's a big scrimmage.
How big of a degenerate do you have to be if you're betting on the Hall of Fame game?
Huge. I wouldn't even touch it with the 10-foot pole. That's why I told you only the total over.
I was tempted. I'm not gonna lie.
And
I mean, I think it's more just the football aspect of it. Oh, football's back. Got to put a little money on it,
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
make it interesting.
Football's back.
But the over was the only play.
So football's back. We had the Hall of Fame game. There's gonna be more preseason games this weekend coming up. But on Saturday, they actually did the introductions to the Hall of Fame. We had 5 guys this year in the 2026 class get inducted into the Hall of Fame. First player was Roger Craig. Played for the 49ers. He was the first 1K rusher, 1K receiver in a season, especially in a time of football where that really wasn't common.
Right.
The only 3 players to ever do it. I think McCaffrey was one, and
Was it not Falk?
yeah, Marshall Faulk. Yeah.
Was it Falk? Yeah. It was Falk.
Marshall Faulk for St. Louis. So not too many guys have done that. Roger Craig had a good career. Then you had the kicker, Adam Vinatieri, played for the Patriots and the Colts. He's all-time leader in points in NFL history, clutch kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had linebacker Luke Kuechly from Boston
Mhm.
College, played for Carolina. Honestly, probably one of the greatest linebackers ever in his prime. Got to give it to him. Next was Larry Fitzgerald, played 17 years, all for the Arizona Cardinals, 11 Pro Bowls.
Yeah.
Marshall Faulk for St. Louis. So not too many guys have done that. Roger Craig had a good. Is our audio good today?
We're good.
Larry Fitzgerald, known for having great hands, had that great catch in that Super Bowl, took it to the house against Pittsburgh, even though they lost. Kurt Warner, great Super Bowl. And then you had our man, Drew Brees, played for the Chargers and the Saints, MGB Saints, holds multiple records, does have a Super Bowl win for the Saints. So let's spin it around the horn, guys. Let's start with Rhino here. Rhino, we had 5 legendary players inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. Who's your favorite out of this list of 5 that I named?
Luke Kuechly, 100%. I mean, just being a former linebacker back in my playing days, how can you not appreciate a guy like Luke Kuechly, a student of the game, a person that could, literally go to the offense and call out 60% of their plays before the play was even happening. A guy that's going to get over 100 and not just over 100 tackles, over 150 tackles a year. I mean, in college alone, this guy's racking up nearly almost 200 tackles a year. I mean, the guy was a freak. Not only was he a brainiac, student of the game, he was a natural athlete. And to be honest, if it wasn't for his career ending a little bit shorter than what we wanted, who knows if we're not talking about the greatest ever to play the position.
That is one play that I will probably never forget. I will probably to the day I die remember Luke Kuechly riding off in that cart. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was probably like one of the moments in NFL history I always remember. Like, I'll never forget. That guy looked like he was just out of it. Like if I've ever looked at someone in their eyes and thought they had a concussion, it was that guy watching him on TV. I mean, he just looked
He looked like he
terrible
didn't
when he
know where
left.
he was. Like
Yeah,
he honestly had no idea what he was doing there, where he was. Like he was scared for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. That was pretty actually a traumatic moment in history. I'll never forget. I will say though, fun fact: I actually met Luke when he was in college. He played
Wow.
for Boston College, and my cousin Mike Copville, his ex-wife, her brother was Nate Freeze. He was a kicker for Boston College. Actually made it to the Lions. I think he played a couple regular season games, but they're like brothers. They're best friends. So I actually watched Luke play in college against UCF when he played for BC. And obviously at the time I was young. I didn't really know who he was. I didn't know who he was going to be, but I did end up meeting him in a hotel lobby. This is back probably like 16 years ago, maybe. I think somewhere around there.
So you would have been a kid.
Yeah, I was probably like 12, 13. I think my cousin took me to the game and met some of the players and stuff like that. So it was cool. Newman.
Going on, brother?
Yeah, I
Newman.
mean, for his 8-year career, being a 7-time Pro Bowl selection, his first year in the league, NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, and led the league in tackles. I mean, for 8 years, he accomplished more in 8 years than most people could do in 15. So yeah, he's definitely my number one out of all the inductees. But this was a good class. It definitely was an impressive class, and there's a lot of good options to choose from for sure.
Sipo, we know that you're mad that your boy Belichick didn't get inducted for the second time.
Fine.
But Sipo, who is your favorite player out of these 5?
The other Patriot, Adam Vinatieri.
I knew it.
The Iceman.
You knew it.
I knew it.
Yep, multi Super Bowl champ, and probably he is the NFL's leading scorer.
Yeah, he is. Yep, he has the most
And
points in NFL history.
Delivered some of the most clutchest kicks in the playoffs, bro.
The snow
Yep.
kick in the blizzard.
We got them all, man.
I mean, just imagine if he didn't make those kicks. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of guys'
Brady's career would have
careers
been
are
different.
riding on that guy's leg.
Yeah, Brady's career rode that.
And did you guys hear the
Those
comment
first 3 Super Bowls was Adam Vinatieri.
that he said to Pat McAfee? Did
Yeah,
y'all hear
where Pat would hold his balls during the season,
that? He
and
said
his
the
wife.
only guy that would like to hold my balls more than my wife. Come on, dude. He's a goat. He's a
Yeah,
great pick.
Sipo, you picked Vinatieri. Do you remember him more for his times on the Patriots or the Colts? Do you have a preference on which team he was on, or you just like it all?
no, I watched him when he was on the Patriots.
Okay.
That's when he was a Patriots fan.
No.
Sipo was a big Patriots fan. Brady, Belichick. Sipo. Listen, I will say this.
So
My
when did he
family is
become
from
an Eagles fan when they won the Super Bowl?
That was when him and his aunt watched that game that day. But
When
I
the
will
Eagles
say this.
beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl? Is that when it happened?
Yeah, I went against the family.
Sipo's a dynasty guy. I will give Sipo that. There's a lot of fans of sports that hate dynasties and hate good teams, and then there's certain fans that actually appreciate them, and Sipo is one of them guys. He's always appreciated Tom Brady and his greatness, even though you're not a Patriots fan. Am I wrong, Sipo? Am I
No,
speaking out of line here?
no.
Brother Red, you're cracking up over there. What's wrong with Sipo liking dynasties and great players?
It just
Sports.
sounds like you call him a dick rider, basically.
No,
Damn.
never that.
Kind of like when you and Steph Curry, just a little dick rider.
Don't worry. All you got is PCA.
We can't appreciate great. Dude, you can appreciate greatness just if these players aren't on your favorite team.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I can
Yeah.
appreciate PCA.
Yeah, when he outplays Shohei, wins MVP. Appreciate it.
I think you appreciate them with pure hate. Pure shit talking.
Newman comments, Tom Brady is
That's
the biggest
appreciation.
pussy. Take a concussion like Aikman. Earn that CTE.
I
Well,
appreciate
according to his wife, he came home with plenty of concussions.
Dang. Who are we talking about?
I'm
Who's
sure.
wife?
I'm sure of it.
Talking about Brady.
Oh, yeah. Why? It's just probably gaslighting them. So like, oh, you didn't see me with the yoga instructor. It's your fucking concussion, man.
Right.
Red, we had 5 historic, legendary NFL players inducted into the 2026 NFL class. Brother Red, which one of these players holds a special place in your heart, or do you like the most?
Drew Brees. Yeah, fuck the Colts. Fuck Peyton Manning. Beating the Bears in the Super Bowl. Then I remember just being at my grandparents watching that Super Bowl and the surprise onside kick. I just loved it. I was celebrating. Oh, I felt like I was a little Creole there for a minute. It was just happy watching Peyton Manning lose. It was great.
I will say Drew Brees, man. Obviously, what was that? 04, Katrina came through, destroyed the city of Nolans. Drew Brees was able to rally that team to win a Super Bowl. Sean Payton, great Super Bowl. Drew
Best
Brees,
Madden.
it was great, man.
Best
It was
Madden.
great.
The Madden.
Huh?
It wasn't the best.
No, it's not. It wasn't the best,
Madden.
but I would say for a city like that, man, I think everybody was rooting for New Orleans, Nolans, however you want to say it. I think everybody was rooting for them that year. After Katrina,
Yeah.
after all that, all the people died. I mean, obviously terrible things happened. I mean, there was people living at where they play. The hurricane was so bad. And for them to rally that year and to win a Super Bowl, I mean, that was probably one of the greatest Super Bowl wins of all time, especially in my lifetime. Now, Drew Brees does hold a lot of records, but some of that comes with a lot of people say, you know, he played in the dome and a lot of his stats were padded. But I mean, come on, man, Drew Brees was great. Can't deny greatness.
Yeah, way better than Dan Marino.
Yeah, I mean, Brees has a bowl. He's got a Super Bowl.
That's got one.
Whatever.
I would, man.
I mean,
I wanted to
if
say-
the cards played out right, and we didn't have some fucking idiots in the Dolphins organization, Drew Brees would have been a Dolphin, and Dante Culpepper would have been probably the same.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
That's the rumor that's out there.
Woulda,
I mean,
coulda, shoulda.
Saban said it himself. He wanted Drew Brees.
Right.
He didn't want fucking Dante Culpepper.
Yeah, that's a cooler name.
Oh,
Culpepper.
you know, if you asked me this question, I wanted to go Drew Brees just because of what I brought up. I want to give a shout out to Roger Craig though, man. You know, he was diagnosed with some type of nerve disease, I guess, from getting hit in the head a lot. I forgot the exact.
Vascular dementia.
Yeah, vascular dementia, something like that.
Yeah.
So obviously didn't like hearing that, but I do really respect I love dual threat running backs. And for him to be the first running back to have the 1K rushing, 1K receiving, he was obviously on a great team on those 49ers teams. I mean, that's just greatness, though, to be able to change the game. I love guys like that, and that's another reason why I love Curry. Players that change the game, they're that great. I love watching that in sports. But honestly, if I had to pick someone, I'm going to go with Fitz, man. Larry Fitzgerald. All the years as a kid playing Madden, one of the receivers I always wanted to have. Seemed like he never dropped the ball in the video game, never dropped the ball in real life. Was loyal. Played 17 years with a team for, I would say a lot of the years he was there, really didn't have that good of a quarterback or a good team around him. He stuck it out. He was loyal, worked his ass off every year. I don't ever remember Larry Fitzgerald giving anyone a hard time. Always seemed like a stand-up guy, good Christian guy. And obviously that Super Bowl, man, against Pittsburgh. That was one of the Super Bowls I remember, honestly, kind of vividly. Just as a kid watching it. One of the first Super Bowls I watched with my buddies down here in Florida. It was a great game. He probably had one of the best performances I've ever seen in the Super Bowl as a receiver, even though they didn't get the win. Just Fitz, man. Great receiver. What do you guys think about Fitz?
Better than Keith.
Top five GOAT.
Top 5 receiver of all time.
I got him up there.
more tackles than drops.
It's pretty crazy. That's pretty damn crazy, though.
Top 5 is tough for me, but he's probably pushing it. He's pushing it. The top 10 to me, for sure.
It's top 5.
Dang. Who's your top 5, Sipo?
Yeah, Steve, give us your top 5 receivers of all time off the top of the dome.
Be Jerry, Randy, T.O., Calvin, and Larry.
Not bad. No Michael Irvin.
Now Andre Johnson.
Mike Irvin.
No Anquan Bolden.
No Lynn Swan.
I do like Anquan Bolden.
No AJ Brown.
No A.J. Brown.
No Devontae Smith.
Yeah, Devontae Smith. Yeah.
No DJ Moore. None of.
Harold Carmichael. What about him?
Okay, no.
No Malachi Lemon.
Deshaun Jackson. Come on, man.
That's top 10 for Sipo, though.
No, personal favorite.
Jeremy Maclin, man.
Slater
Yeah.
comments Fitzgerald probably the most underrated receiver of all time. Yeah.
Yeah, for real, bro.
For real.
Like Brother
I mean,
Red said,
he
more
definitely-
tackles than drops, and that just
Yeah.
that's crazy.
He definitely sticks out to me because back, watching football or whatever, him being at Pittsburgh, I think it was like his draft class was the first draft class that I was able to like follow through and watch him get drafted and stuff like that. So always kept an eye on him, never a loud guy, always a professional. And, he did have a good team around him when he did have Kurt Warner and everything, but, somewhat of a wasted career being on the team that he was on. But at the end of the day, he made it to the Hall of Fame, and that's all that matters.
Mhm.
All right. Now, I wanted us because last week we had a big episode last week, and we gave our division winners on our obviously on the NFL divisions, who we think is going to win each division and whatnot. And we had some really, really hot takes, and we really didn't get to kind of test the person that made it.
Nah,
So I have the hot takes written down from last week, and we're gonna play a little game here. So I'm gonna say who said it and what team they picked and how big of a hot take it is, and then we're gonna go to the other hosts. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, you know what, this could happen, this isn't crazy, and 10 being, this is crazy, this is stupid, whoever made this take is an idiot. So on a scale of 1 to 10, give them, you give them a 5, you give them a 6, 7, whatever you want to give them. So let's get into it. Let's start with a hot take we had with me, actually. Let's start with me. And actually, as of right now, I'm not feeling as good about this hot take. This was my hot take I had last week for division winners. So K9 me, I ended up picking the Falcons to win the NFC South at plus. Let me pull up the numbers here. I know this is professional. Sorry. All right, NFC South. I picked the Atlanta Falcons at plus 350 to win the NFC South. I was the only team to pick the Falcons. They are the biggest underdogs in that division. Sheepa, let's start with you on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being I'm crazy, that is a stupid ass take, and 1 being, you know what, I agree with you. What number do you give me, and why?
I'll probably give you a 10.
Is this just a stupid, crazy take?
Yeah,
Why?
because you got damn Tua as your quarterback. Sorry, Rhino.
Because you're an idiot. That's what.
There's no offense taken.
I mean,
Go off on him, Zico. Tell him how bad.
I never liked Tua from the beginning. I didn't think we should draft this guy.
oh, you wasn't a believer in Tua?
Hell
He's
no.
the guy on the TV tank for Tua.
Well,
Hell no.
Okay, well, let me defend myself a little bit here. We don't know Tua is going to be the starting quarterback. It could just as well be Michael Penix, who I might have a little more faith in, although he's coming off another terrible injury. Obviously, the Falcons losing Jalen Walker this week. Honestly, if I knew this last week when I made my prediction, I might not have picked Atlanta because honestly, Atlanta's defense is what I was really worried about. Losing their best defender definitely scares me now.
Right.
I mean, it's a weak division. I think anybody can win it. I still do see the Falcons having a chance because I think they have a lot of the best skill position players out of this. But okay, so Sibo gives me a 10. He says it's a crazy, stupid take. Brother Red, let's go to you on a scale of 1 to 10. How crazy am I?
5.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I feel like every team in that division's a 5. I'm just picking out of the hat.
Okay. And that's part of the reason that I picked the Falcons as well, because none of the other teams in this division get me excited. In past years, it would be the Bucks, and I'd be gung-ho on the Bucks, but after last year, I just can't do it. Slater gives me a 4.5, which isn't bad. Rhino, what do you give me?
Fucking 10, dude. You kidding? They got more problems than freaking Cleveland does.
Oh, God, we're getting into Cleveland. Don't worry about that.
I mean, let's be honest. Like you got a quarterback that's a hit away from becoming a vegetable. He might as well be a fucking pool noodle at that point. That's about all he'd be good for. And then you got a guy that he's about, another hit away from getting a prosthetic leg if they got to
That's what
operate
we're
on
talking
that thing
about.
anymore. So, I mean, I don't see a lot of hope there.
Okay.
Last time I heard, I don't think they invested a whole shit ton of money in their offensive line.
So Rhino picked the Panthers, Red picked the Panthers, Sipo picked the Saints, I picked the Falcons, just to recap that division. We had a lot of hot takes last week. Let's get into another one that we had. Sipo, you made this list a lot, buddy. So let's go to you. Let's switch it to you on this one. Sipo, you picked the Vikings to win the NFC North. The Vikings are plus 500. They're the biggest long shot to win the NFC North. Rhino, Red, and I all picked the Bears at plus 300 to win this division. Red, let's go to you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy is Sipo picking the Vikings to win the North?
A 10.
Why?
It's because it's the fucking Vikings. It's not the same team that had Darnold. The defense has gotten older, shittier, not as good as they were. You got the Lions, Bears, Packers. I mean, Kyler Murray comes in there. He got a ball out to win that division. He's got a ball out. And if 9 is the quarterback, like,
Oh, no shot.
nobody's worried. Like, he's gonna. Let's say he run a Michigan offense where he hands the ball off the whole time. They win games like that. I'm not worried about him because Kyler Murray. I'm not too worried about him. He's gotten slower. He's not as athletic. He's starting to get banged up more, older. And most of his highlights is throwing up the double, triple coverage and D-Hop coming down with it. So the only player I see is Justin Jefferson.
I'm going to say, you got
Catches a
Trey
lot of balls in traffic because Kyler Murray has 0 IQ.
Trey Hawkinson. We got Jordan Addison.
Okay, like you got a bunch of wide receivers. Who's going to get the ball to?
I'm telling you, Kevin O'Connell's going to whip some stuff up.
Yeah, the Vikings fans are going to be real tired.
You seen what he did to Sam Darnold?
Like a ball's going to get deflected because Kyler Murray's 5'3", and just watch that shit get deflected. Terrible. Out of all the teams you pick, that's the worst team to pick. Even though it's a possibility could happen, that is the worst.
It's going to happen.
You can run a simulator 1,000 times for every other team in that division. Vikings come up last. So why would you pick them? Fucking worst pick.
Because the NFL, there's always a sleeper team that emerges.
Yeah, so just put all your money on the green 0 on roulette. There's a chance.
Let me jump in this one here for a second. Obviously, everybody knows I'm a Bears fan. The North is probably the toughest division in football. Sipo, I'm going to give you a low number here. I'm probably going to give you a 3. I don't think this is a crazy take at all. Honestly, I almost picked the Vikings to win. I almost picked the Vikings to win this division too. I almost did. I think the Lions window is closed. I think they are
Packers.
done. They looked like shit last year. Dan Campbell without Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn has not been a good coach. I love him, but he just it just looks like he doesn't know what he's doing right now without them two other guys. Let's be honest. Packers. Josh Jacobs allegedly beat up his pregnant wife or whatever the hell happened. All of a sudden, nobody's talking about it. It's still under investigation. There is a chance this guy doesn't even play this year. I don't know what the deal is with that. There hasn't been too much information lately. Parsons, their best player all around, who knows when he's coming back? He might be out half the year. I mean, the Bears, I picked the Bears to win the division. I do think the Bears have the best chance and the best all-around team. But, man, the Vikings do scare me. They scare me more than the Lions and the Packers this year. Sipo, I don't think that was a bad take at all.
Yeah, you're both dumb.
No, I'm telling you, bro.
Rhino, on a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy is Sipo picking the Vikings?
I think he's a 5, honestly. This could go one of two ways. Could go either really good, where they could compete for the division, or it's just gonna be really bad and probably, Kevin O'Connell's probably gonna get fired. I mean, it's gonna go either one of two ways for sure. Now, with Kevin O'Connell being, kind of a quarterback guru, got to bring a guy back, and bring him into his old form, like what he did with Sam Darnold. It gives me a little bit more hope for Kyler Murray. But they're going to have to develop an offense around Kyler Murray for him to, execute on his abilities and not kind of play hero ball like he's had to in the past in Arizona. He's been playing a lot of hero ball. They give him a lot of quick check downs, couple screen passes here and there. Let him go for some read options, and then hit a long ball here every now and then to Justin Jefferson. And I think it could be an executing offense. I'm not worried about the defense with Brian Flores. He's one of the best defense coordinators in the whole league. So I'm definitely going to give this a solid 5.
Okay.
Brother Red thinks I'm crazy.
Yeah, you're fucking nuts. Their run game, nobody's worried about
That's
it.
just the Bear fan talking in you.
I was about to say.
It's not.
About to say.
No, it's not.
They got Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones.
Yep.
Yeah, both get injured. I mean, the best season they had recently, they still didn't win the division. They choked against the Lions for the winner of the division. I mean,
I picked them to win at that time too.
They started firing their GM because he took time off because he was having a kid. Like, they started pulling excuses out of their ass. It's a loser mentality already in that building.
Mm-hmm.
What Rossini was, what are they saying? She was on O'Connell too, leaking shit and all that. Like,
I mean, they're gonna have a good defense. That's one thing about them. They're gonna have a good defense.
Yeah.
no, the defense is gonna be on the field the whole game. It's gonna be ass.
We'll see.
Kyler Murray hasn't proved anything other than
I think Kyler
rod the
Murray's
Cardinals.
I thought he won
a tiny bit more of an upgrade than 9 or the 9 or whatever this
Yeah,
fucking guy
Kyler
wants to
Murray
call
had a
himself.
couple good seasons. Who was his coach? The same guy made Jaden Daniels look good too.
Who was it?
Kingsbury.
Was
Ken
Kingsbury?
Wisenhunt.
Kingsbury.
Yeah, made Jaden Daniels NFC Championship, Rookie of the Year. Then next year,
That poor
look at
bastard.
Kyler
That
Murray.
sucked. Laramie Tunsil's out for the year.
It's over.
All right, now last week
That's already confirmed.
I'm a little surprised that Rhett didn't really give too many hot takes. He picked a lot of division favorites, but he did have one when I rewatched the podcast and I was searching for something. He ended up picking a team, but then he kind of went back on it and ended up picking another team. But before he changed his mind after he gave his original pick,
Right.
Brother Red did pick the Pittsburgh Steelers at plus 550 to win the AFC North, and then he ended up switching it. But your original take was the Pittsburgh Steelers at plus 550. So we're going to go with that for some content. The Baltimore Ravens are minus 110. The Bengals are plus 175. The Steelers are plus 550 and the Browns are plus 2,000. Sipo, on a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy is Red picking the Steelers to win that division?
A 10. They don't got no more Mike Tomlin. Yep, that ownership group is about to figure out what a losing season feels like now.
So, Sipo, you think it's because of Mike Tomlin? That's the big reason why?
Yeah, coaching.
Okay.
That's
And
a
you're
big-
giving
why they had
Red
all
a
that.
10. You're throwing a 10 back at him.
So this is definitely he's just mad at him.
Yeah, he's good.
Rhino.
10 back at him.
For the money
on a scale-
wise, Steelers have a better shot than the Vikings.
This is honestly not a bad pick. I was thinking about it the other night. I was asking my buddy, he's big into football.
Ooh.
And you know what? This isn't a bad pick. You got to think about the familiarity between the head coach and the quarterback. They know how they
Gator
like to
Bait even
operate.
says it.
I think this is definitely
Sorry,
a
Gator
3.
Bait.
I think this is very possible. I think if DK and Aaron Rodgers can squash their beef and get on the same page, and Aaron Rodgers stop being a dick and not throwing the ball to him and rather throw interceptions and touchdown passes to DK, then I think this could actually happen. And especially with Rico Dowdle in their run game, I think they're going to be fierce on the ground. And needless to say about their defense is always stout.
Oh, man. Red, I'm going to give you a 4. I'm going to give you an average. I don't think this is crazy, and I don't think this is a given. I picked the Bengals to win this division at plus 175. Obviously, if Joe Burrow goes
That's
down like he
crazy.
seems like he always does, my Bengals pick is going to look real bad. But I just think the Bengals have such a better offense than any of these other teams. Aaron Rodgers is the reason why I would not pick the Steelers. If they had maybe even Kirk Cousins at quarterback,
They got
I'd
Drew
maybe
Lock.
pick the Steelers. But if they had who?
They got the rookie Drew Allard on the
Come
bench.
on,
there.
man.
Yeah,
For
he's
real.
a line.
Aaron Rodgers looks like he could.
We're vomiting shit at the mouth.
Aaron Rodgers just last year looked like he couldn't throw a ball over 10 yards. He looked like Peyton Manning at the end of his career.
Drew
where
Larkin.
It's a 5-yard dump pass.
Dinking and dunking.
Steelers always have a good defense, but Mike McCarthy, yeah, he's reunited with Aaron Rodgers, but I don't ever remember them having that great of a relationship anyways. This could go really good or really bad, just like Rhino said with the Vikings to me. This could be really bad or it could be good. Ravens are, I think, going to take a step back. So I give you like a good solid 4 on that one, on that hot take.
Yeah, your takes are 10s. I put money on the Browns before I do the Bengals.
Well,
Plus
speaking
170, the bet on Joe Burrow be healthy for a whole season.
That's what I'm-
170.
well,
Terrible.
speaking of, we had not our hottest take last week. We're gonna get in. The last one's gonna be the hottest take off of odds, but Sipo, you had another really, really hot take last week. Sipo ended up picking the Browns to win this division at plus 2,000 over the plus 550 Steelers, the plus 175 Bengals, and the minus 110 Ravens. Sipo took the Cleveland Browns. Rhino, on a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy is Sipo picking the Browns to win the AFC North?
It is fucking 10. Straight 10. I mean, let's be honest, it's just such a shit show there. You don't know who's starting at quarterback. You got Shador Sanders coming to talk to reporters, sounding like he's a little lost or got a little brainwashed, or I don't know what kind of Kool-Aid they're putting in the Gatorade or some shit, but he's just not making sense. He's saying, it's just it's me versus the defense, and they're asking about the quarterback, competition. Like, are you scared? Is Deshaun Watson threatening to rough you up in the showers after if you say I'm leading the competition, or what's going on here? And then Todd Monken, he just needs to come out and grab his balls and be a head coach and be like, this is my fucking quarterback, this is my guy. I mean, if you want to create more drama, where you don't need more drama in that quarterback room, he needs to be a head coach. He needs to name a starter, and this whole shenanigans needs to be over with. Because not only did he draft another quarterback this past year, You still got Dylan Gabriel. Still got Shador Sanders. You got Deshaun Watson. You got Taylor Green, and I think you got one other guy.
So you're giving Sipo a 10. He's done lost his mind.
He definitely done lost his mind, yeah, and I feel bad for old Jared Verse over there. Gonna have to waste his, hopefully not his whole career there, but at least a year.
Red, you look like you're ready to chime in here. What do you give Sipo on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 7.
Wow.
He did say he would pick the
Okay.
Browns for the Bengals
Yeah.
now.
I would put money on the Browns before the Bengals for sure. What, plus 2,000? I
Yeah.
mean, what, they got 2 rookie wideouts. They made upgrades to the team. Last year, Lamar
The past 2 years.
Jackson and Joe Burrow were not healthy. What
Right.
if that's the case again this year? There could be
No.
no Pittsburgh.
This year that division lost 2 good coaches. It lost John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin's good at mediocre. Good
And
enough to get to the dance, but he never evolved his offense or anything. Every time I got in the playoffs.
and like we said, do we really believe Zach Taylor?
Slater comments, we all know the Ravens are winning that division. I don't know about that.
I don't think so at all.
Joe Burrow, you just betting on him to stay healthy, and even if he is healthy, it's the Bengals. Their defense, they fold.
Sipo, I'm sorry.
I think the Browns nailed the past 2 drafts.
Shador, rookie wideouts, run game.
No.
Real good run game.
Sipo, I'm sorry. I got to give you a 10 on this one. I didn't want to do it, but I have to. Listen, there's no bigger fan of Shador Sanders being in the NFL, I don't think, than me. I've been a Shador guy since he was at Colorado. I was the only person I know of last year that was hyping him up when he was finally going to come in and start for the Browns. I was calling for it all year. Sipo, you can attest to that. I've been a Shador guy. Both. I made the viral video, Shador mattress. You didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I love Shador Sanders. I love him. I know a lot of people hate him. They think he's cocky. It's not his fault. His dad's one of the greatest football players of all time, and his dad likes being around. His dad's a good dude. I think Shador is a good guy. He's got a good head on his shoulders. I think he catches a lot of hate that is very unnecessary. But I think they're going to start Deshaun Watson, and they're going to let Watson play probably as much as he's capable of this year. They gave Deshaun Watson $250 million guaranteed money. Guaranteed. That's not on top of everything else he's made to play maybe, half of a season there. They're going to try to get their money's worth out of this guy. And I think the Browns actually want to lose this year so they can get Arch Manning next year or one of these top quarterbacks. I think that's part of the game plan. I have no faith in Todd Monken.
Oh, God,
I have no faith in Todd Monken at all. As Rhino brought up, Monken has looked terrible just from his first opening press conference. Doesn't know what's going on. Doesn't seem like much of a leader. He's been an offensive coordinator most of his career. I think he should have stayed that. I don't think he's going to be a good head coach for Browns. This could be his only year with the Browns, I'm predicting. As much as I want the Browns to be good, I see the Browns getting last in this division again. I see maybe 4 wins. Maybe 4 wins. No Myles Garrett. What did they win last year? 3 games?
Jared Verse.
Doesn't matter. Myles Garrett's the best pass rusher I've ever seen in my life. I love Jared Verse. He's not Myles Garrett. Not Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett kept them in games they shouldn't even have been in. It was a one-man wrecking ball last year on that defense. So they lost their best player.
Not just Myles Garrett.
Well, they lost their best player, one of the best players in the NFL. They lost their head coach, who I thought was actually a decent head coach. They don't know who their quarterback is. I mean,
don't know if their bell cow's coming back out there or not.
The greatest team game.
Yeah. Judkins has had injury issues.
They're just saying that. They're saying it's a competition.
I don't know if they really know who their quarterback is because I'm telling you, they want to play Watson. They want to.
They want to play Shador.
I don't think they want to play Shador. I think they might have to. They want to play Watson.
It's not going to be Watson.
If Shador is out playing Watson, then
I understand that, but you got to understand the owner is thinking, hey, we've paid this guy $250 million. We got nothing out of him. We've literally destroyed our team the past 5 years. Let's get some worth out of him. Go
The
out there
owner's
and make the
past
team
it.
play
why you
terrible, and now
No,
we get the number
no.
one pick.
You got a
The
quarterback
owner's
that's
done
playing on a
drinking
rookie
up
deal.
about that shitty ass trade and sign. That owner is done spending time
Yeah.
drinking on that. He's over it. He knows
The only
he
way
ain't
they can
getting
get their
his
money out of
return.
Deshaun Watson is if he goes out there and loses every game. They end up with the number one pick and they draft Arch Manning. And then the $250 million, everybody will forget about that they gave Deshaun Watson.
I'll tell you one thing, Arch Manning, he'll definitely pull one of those bullshit things that Eli did and say, I'm not fucking going to Cleveland.
Yeah, no, shit.
Yeah, why would the Browns take Arch Manning? For
Yeah, they
another
would need him.
overhyped quarterback prospect based on a family's name.
And that
Nobody
motherfucker's
wants Arch
overrated
Manning,
as
number one.
shit.
Plus, Jeremiah
whatever
Smith is
quarterback
an
they get
NFL
next
native, I
year.
believe.
Whatever
I
they
mean,
do,
Darian Mintz is going to be better than him. He's going to probably get drafted higher.
we'll see.
Shedeur?
I hope Shador starts every game for them this year. I do. I hope they do the right thing, but I'm telling you, it's the Cleveland Browns. They are a shady organization, and I would not be surprised if they walk Watson out there to play every game just in hopes that they lose to get a higher pick.
But they know the Dolphins, like they can't compete with them, be the worst team. So they're actually going to try.
Well,
I'm telling you right now, we're going to surprise y'all. Probably.
Yeah,
Well,
they believe in it.
just-
They're believing in Malik Willis now.
well, to segue into our last hot take we had last year, Rhino, it's your turn to get some hate. We had the biggest hot take by the odds last week, surprisingly by Rhino. I was expecting it to be by Sipo, honestly. Sipo had two really big hot takes. I was expecting a crazy one from Red, but Rhino actually gave us the biggest hot take last week. He ended up picking the Dolphins to win the AFC East, and their odds are plus 3,000. So the Browns are plus 2,000 to win their division. The Dolphins are plus 3,000 to win their division. The favorites are the Buffalo Bills at minus 145. You have the New England Patriots at plus 135. That's who Sipo picked. Brother Red and I took the Bills at minus 145. Then you have the New York Jets at plus 2,000. And then you have the Dolphins at plus 3,000. We got a comment here from Steven Ladier 875. Dude saying Sipo is a fan of dynasties is a polite way of saying bandwagon fan. Go in house. He probably has Chiefs, Patriots, Warriors, Knicks, Red Sox, Dodgers, Georgia, and Alabama paraphernalia.
Nope.
Oh, this comment's late. They might be watching the show from the beginning, and I love it. Thank you, Steven.
Yeah.
And that was a
Tell 'em
goat
they're
comment.
better.
I love
Tell
it.
'em what it is.
Tell 'em
Mark's-
what it is.
Mark's giving Rhino a 20. Brother Red, let's start with
Don't
you
act
on
like
this
I
one.
started watching sports today.
Brother
I'm
Red,
sorry,
let's start with
bandwagon,
you
what was
on
that?
this one. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being crazy, put him in the nut house, 1 being this is legit.
Wouldn't be
Where
the
is
first
Rhino
time.
on his Dolphins take?
10. Extremely delusional. Delusional fan.
Why?
Why? I mean, he's probably got a chemical imbalance going on saying that shit. It's not going to happen. I mean, first of all, they got to be better than the Jets.
Not hard to do. We always beat the fucking Jets. At least.
Yeah, the Jets are at plus 2,000 here, so they're
But
I'm
actually
saying
heavily
last
favored
year.
over the Finns.
That's
Bills,
what
Patriots, you're going to outplay both of those teams to win the division? You're going to outplay the Jets? I mean,
Yeah, if you would've
you know
outplayed
your
the
team
Bills.
is bad when the Jets are projected a whole 1,000 ahead of you.
The Jets are rolling out Geno out there with no interceptions last year either with their defense.
That's all right.
Same head coach and everything. Like, can't get much worse than that. The Dolphins are behind.
I love it. I love being the last team. I love being the dark horse in the league,
Yeah, it's great.
in the division.
Maybe you'll fire your head coach this year and he'll try to sue y'all or something for how bad you are.
Sipo, on a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy is Rhino?
I give it a good 7.
I give Sipo a 10 right now just for that.
I see him being better than the Jets.
I mean, give me some
If he
real
would have picked the
reasons.
damn
Though.
Jets, then I would have said there was a delusion.
What?
I
Yeah,
think they're both a delusion.
Whatever.
you shit.
I mean,
Well,
the
I
Jets
know.
is a terrible pick as well, but I mean, if you pick Jets or Dolphins, you're delusional in that division. There's no shot.
No, there's not.
Whatever.
Rhino, I love you like a brother.
Even
Ever
if
since we met, we
Josh
both
Allen is hurt week 1, then fucking Drake May is hurt week 1. The Dolphins still won't do better than either team. It is what it is.
Oh, right. As I was saying, I love you like a brother. I met you, I think, 5-6 years ago at the gym. We both found out we were Hurricanes fans. The bromance took it to another level. The bromance. You're one of my best
We
friends
were
to this day.
stepbrothers in the basement at that point for
Yes,
sure.
yes. Love you. I'm gonna have to give you a 10, and I'm sorry. I didn't want to have to give my brother a 10 here, but I think I'm gonna have to. Listen,
I mean, I don't. You guys just
listen,
don't see what I
listen.
see.
Okay,
That's why.
let me just start by saying this. Okay, so after we did the podcast last week, I'm not gonna lie, you started to get to me a little bit, and it was like it's kind of like one of those things. Like you start hanging out with a group, like now obviously this isn't the situation here, but let's just say, there's a group
It's
of
just like
crackheads.
how I sold Brother Red on the the secret pitcher for the home run.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're hanging out with a group of crackheads and everybody's doing a certain thing, you might start saying some of the things they do, doing some of the things they do, or even, starting to accept it and being like, okay, maybe they have a point here. I went to work, okay? I went to work the next day. The guy at my job, Brad, huge Dolphins fan. And I start telling him, I'm like, listen, my buddy Rhino's kind of got me on the Dolphins this year. Plus 3,000 would be a good bet. They have a good coaching staff in there. Malik Willis, they've signed all these receivers. I'm like, he's like, dude, he's like, listen, I'm a diehard Dolphins fan. And I'm telling you right now, your buddy Rhino is just being biased. And that is a terrible take. And that's what he said. And he kind of brought me back to reality. I'm like, okay, let me get away from the crackheads here for a second. Yeah, you're right. This is just insane. I mean, come on. You got the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen. You got the Patriots who went to the Super Bowl last year. I think they could be better than the Jets, but the Dolphins defense, their line, their weapons, other than Achane, I mean, it's Rhino, this is your chance to defend yourself here for the end of the podcast.
Have you guys ever seen the movie The Replacements?
Oh yeah, we've seen
The movie Replacements. They're gonna go out there and they're gonna play like it's their last chance to play. I mean, we got a team full of underdogs, a team full of unprovens, a team full of players that just need that breakout year. And they're going to fight tooth and nail every single down, every single play, every single game to prove their worth in this NFL league. And you got a quarterback to start off that was drafted in the first round that has not got a chance to start. He's going to come in, lead an organization to what he wants, a division championship. And it's not crazy to think that this can happen. We are under the radar on everybody's, on their schedule, they're chalking it off as a win. Automatic W. And we're just going to shock the shit out of people. And that's the way it's going to be. We got a rookie receiver in Caleb Douglas from Texas Tech that's doing phenomenal in training camp. We got a rookie linebacker in Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech. He's doing phenomenal. He's going to be the next Zach Thomas. I mean, we got players on top of players that are just ready to burst out and, come out there and do their thing and make all pros. And shit, we might got the next MVP on there.
It's hard to be serious saying this bullshit.
Part of the reason I'm laughing is because I'm falling for it again because Rhino's such a good salesman.
God,
and the other part is just like, dude, this is just, you're bringing up guys on.
I mean, take your savings account, take your 401k, put it on the Dolphins to win the division because it's going to happen.
Red, why are you
The
laughing?
Titans didn't want. First of all, receiver on the roster that's sold 1,000 jerseys.
This is their year to do it.
There's not a wide receiver that sold 1,000 jerseys. Like, just what-
Tutu Atwell and Jalen Tolbert, they're waiting for the breakout years, and this is their
AJ
year.
on 2.0.
Yeah, because they just know no Dolphins fans can buy any jerseys except A-Chan. That's all they have.
Rhino,
They
but let's be
still-
honest here.
they
These
still
guys
buy
you're
Tyreek
bringing
jerseys.
up were 3rd and 4th string receivers on most teams. Which one of these guys is going to step up for the Finns? Who's giving you faith?
I mean, look at the splash games that Jalen Tolbert had for the Cowboys last year. Look at the splash games that Tutu Atwell had for the Rams last year. Now put them in a wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 scenario to where they're actually getting targets and they're getting touches every game. Who's to say that they won't excel? Who's to say that they won't, potentially become the next number 1, number 2 receiver in Miami? You're not just writing this guy off because his competition was freaking George Pickens and, fucking whatever number 88's name was. I'm not throwing a brain fart here, but I mean, the guy had to go against and Tutu Atwell. He had Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. I mean, of course, that guy's not going to get many touches either.
Well, one thing you could say to go against that though too is they're going to be going up against the CB1 now as opposed to CB3, CB4 for the other team that Puka was drawn to or Adams was drawn to.
Yeah, and that guy's going to smoke 3-4 blunts before the game, probably get a sip of cognac. He's going to be like, this is an easy game, and fucking, just think that it's going to be nothing while, Tolbert's blazing right by him.
I can't even hear Red anymore.
And we
Red's
got a
audio is
young
terrible.
receiver, or we got a young tight end in Greg Dulcich. Don't be sleeping on him either.
I like the guy from Louisville.
Yeah, Chris Bell.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play this year, but I love Chris Bell. He was my highlight for the. All right, guys. Well,
I already been done. Hit the
But
music.
don't
money.
drink the Kool-Aid. Don't be putting your money on the Dolphins. Never a good idea. But you know what? With the new coaching regime, a new GM, finally have some hope. Chris Greer's out of there. The
Yeah.
curse is gone. We
Bias.
start rebuilding in a positive way.
all right, guys. Good show. Football's back. We talked about Hall of Fame game, the inductees, our division winners. Catch us live every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Live on YouTube, live on my Instagram, @Kid_Florida. Please like the video. Please like the stream. Share, follow, tell everyone you know about us. We'll appreciate it. All right, guys.
Oh.
Slater said UFC good on Saturday. UFC was good until I lost my damn parlay. I went 5 out of 6. I lost my 6-1. Freaking
Gotta
holy
love
crap. It was some good fights, so I'm not gonna lie.
It's an A for effort.
How did Brother Rez parlay did?
10 for 10.
He won us some money.
Oh, he says no coming up. Oh, he's talking about it's Islam and who's the Ian Machado Gary, right?
Yeah, Gary?
Yeah, Gary. I like Gary. I don't think he's gonna win, but
Nah.
Last
I like
night.
him. All right, guys. I don't know. Maybe we'll start. Hopefully, we can start doing more podcasts too.
Hey, just so you know, K9, the Mets are winning 6-2 right now against the Braves.
Thanks. We're hot, and the Mets are. I think we can make a playoff.
Dodgers are
push.
going to choke again tonight.
The Mets keep playing the way they're playing. We're gonna make a playoff push, baby. We're gonna be right back in this.
They got bases loaded in the top of the second again, too.
I'm about to go put it on right now.
Can I
Oh.
say something?
Peace
Yeah.
out. Peace out.
Do ow. Do it.
Ow! Ow!
The boy.
All right, guys. Go Fins, baby. Fins up.
Thumbs up, dog.
Hey, you're not allowed to do that on our show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, Snow. You're corrupting my son, bro.
You just look at
That's
the
what I'm saying. Uncle teaching him good.
Go Canes, baby.